Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Thuram gets it clear. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. Busquets. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Could be danger here. Oh, important interception. Messi. He's in a great position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So we're still where we started right now. Luis Suarez. Bellingham. Aim forwards. Thuram cuts it out.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Zhejiang clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rummenigge. Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. The referee's awarded a free kick. And here's Suarez. Neymar. Chiellini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge might just make this. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba delivers. Maldini clears it away. Hullet. 15 minutes till half-time. That is a brilliant interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. There's the shot! That is some save from Kahn! Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Neymar. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chiellini. Cannavaro. Maldini. And it's Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Neymar is in a really good position out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the first half is done. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Messi.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Maldini getting this one clear. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Threads one in. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's there to belt it away. Just eases him off the ball. That looks a good ball through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nedved. And it's Jordi Alba.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is lovely. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Suarez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Bellingham! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Zhejiang do have a chance to counter here. Not the most accurate pass. Rodri. Thuram. Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. Decent progress down the left. And here's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Real chance! That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in...
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach. And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So the manager
Numero
can make a
10.
change for the first time in the game here.
Numero 9.
So the first moment of real significance.
Numero 6.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll
Il
now.
numero 77.
Nice interception, well timed.
Il numero 96.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Defending was strong and firm. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Rodri. That's Thuram.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Owen. Can he latch on to this? Very nicely done. And smartly reclaimed. Showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Messi.
Ci sarà
Now
un
it's
minuto di
Bellingham.
recupero.
Oh, he's burst through. And he's there to get it away. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan really impressed me with their endless energy, the way they went hunting after the ball.
minutes.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. It's a good run down the right.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ruben Neves! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball, and then unleash.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just...
And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. Can he finish? And now they can spring out of defence. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Messi. Inter Milan finding their passes. Bale. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pirlo. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And the pass is intercepted. Cantona. Ruben Neves. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is going out for a goal kick. Jordi Alba.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Triol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, important interception. He's been picked out.
Look, it's a run to...
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. And Cech pulls off a sensational save. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get...
He's had a hit! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Neymar has it out wide and in space. That's a sharp pass. That's a nicely measured pass. He's found a way through. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Oh, played through for the wide man. Deftly away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Bale. Bale. Decent hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Mbappe! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That it's been taken short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Neymar. Ruben Neves simply refused to be outdone there, and he's quick to snatch it back. Ruben Neves. Maldini cuts out the pass, over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Can he get onto this? Neymar. Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. That's good vision. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Jordi Alba. Oh no, what has happened here? And Sané! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Sané clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And it's Hoist. He's tried one! And here's Ronaldinho. Belling, there's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Milan would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Look at the space here. So much time and space. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe, good purposeful running this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's certainly onside. And the shot! And again! There it is! First blood drawn. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Mbappe! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Another moment of magic, a real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Platini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Taken off it pretty forcefully. And it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, another save. He's going for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That looks a good ball through. He's found a way past. He's had a hit! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Can he put it away? It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Araujo gets good distance on it. Jordi Alba. Bellingham, real chance here, shapes to shoot! And it's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Gullit. Sané. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Platini. There's the hit! Sané. That pass has been well intercepted. Jordi Alba. And it's Sané. And here's Bale. Nice control. Sané. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Eto'o. And that has left him in a heap. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he spark a counter here? And he was quick to react. Schmeichel sends that a long way. And it's half-time here. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19. Viene sostituito.
And the second half gets underway.
Numero 77.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he welcomes it in. Eto'o hits one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Eto'o! That has been knocked clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And they're back on the ball again. And that is a little undercooked. It's a good run down the right. Jordi Alba. Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Bellingham. Now it's Eto'o. Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Neymar will not want to... Oh, that's ambitious. So we've reached the hour mark. Tomiyasu gets over and intercepts. And it's Ronaldinho. It's Bale! Really well taken goal. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 80.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This has become one superb game of football. Yeah, to be, he's had a shot!
Il numero 44.
Jordi Alba.
Il numero 20.
Oh, time, excellent interception.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now who's going to be first to this? Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pinches it off him. And he's managed to gift it back. Rafael Leao. Rummenigge. Oh, he's been caught now. And again! It's in! And they get themselves in front! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's in a good chance! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Neymar. Heads it! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Milan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And the shot's on here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
2 up. He's having a hit! And that will sail harmlessly past. There will be 4 extra minutes. Tomiyasu gets across to intercept that. Tomiyasu gets it away. Aim forwards. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And now they can clear their lines. That is good strength. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarize